And in the role of Usnavi, and our guest host for today, who's going to just speak to you for a couple minutes about In the Heights, and he also conceived the show, wrote the music and lyrics, and he's the winner of the 2008 Tony Award for Best Original Score, Lin Manuel Miranda.
When you say it all together like that. Hi, thank you for joining us here at Barnes & Noble. Make some noise. This is what this is a very odd dream come true. This is my Barnes & Noble, because I live not far from here, so I'm upstairs all the time, using the bathroom when I can't make it home. In the magazine section and in the arts section. Yes, bathroom. You know, they've asked me to talk a little bit about the journey of In the Heights, from writing, you know, and to this day I can't tell you why I wrote this damn show. It wasn't for course credit. It wasn't for school. I didn't get any schoolwork or money to write it. I just had to write it. I can tell you a bit about the context in which I was living when I started writing it. I was at Wesleyan University in Middletown, Connecticut. I was a sophomore. I lived in a Latino program house with other Latino kids. And they were all, we were all first generation Latinos from PR in the Dominican Republic, and we'd all been privileged or lucky or smart enough to get into this school, and our parents worked very hard to get us there, and some of our parents owned bodegas, some of our parents were psychologists, and we really clung to each other, and we were homesick. So that's the beginning of where that started. And like most writers and most people, you know, doing homework, I did it totally backwards. I applied for the theater space, and they said, you have April 25th to 27th, you can have the theater. And I said, okay, I have a title. It's called In the Heights. It didn't exist yet. It existed as one song that Benny's mother sang, who is not even in the show anymore. I have since cut more than 60 songs from the show. The show really began to take shape when Kiara Hudis came aboard in 2004, and Alex and Bill and Tommy came on board, and we call ourselves Voltron. And those of you who are children of the 80s will understand that. Voltron it's a terrible Japanese Saturday morning cartoon about these 5 teenagers, and then they get into their tigers, and they form, and there are these robot tigers, and then they form Voltron when they have to defend the galaxy. And that's what we felt like when we were working on the show. We would get in the room together, I would bring in a song, or Kiara would bring in a scene, and we would work and whittle away at it until we liked it, until we were proud of it. And it was that work for 7 years that got us here. But before we do the signing and we do all that fun stuff, we're going to sing you a couple of songs from the show.